What kind of programming are you going to be providing?
There is a wide variety of information out there that I was not privy to most of my life. And some of these tools and techniques and practices have absolutely reshaped how I show up. It's allowed me and many of my clients to live more wholly, holistically, and to feel good about themselves.
My part of the show is about purpose and prosperity. So we're also going to be looking more holistically at our work and our lives and our money and our
Yeah.
purpose. And I'm going to be inviting on some friends, but they have extraordinary stories about how they have gotten creative with their own lives.
Welcome to the Answers for Elders radio show.
And welcome back, everyone, to Answers for Elders Radio Network. And we are here again with Lauren Archer and Kate Phillips, two of our four-host team for our brand new YouTube channel starting on September 22nd called Vivitude. And I am so excited to talk to these women, and I can hardly wait for you guys to experience the new channel that we are starting. So, Lauren, I'm going to start with you. Could you tell me a little bit about what your plan is for the show? What kind of programming are you going to be providing?
Well, I'm going to be exposing our audience to some really amazing human beings, authors, teachers, speakers, people who have walked through the fire, come out the other side, and who have tips to share on living from the heart, on living intentionally, on connecting with our values. And there is a wide variety of information out there that I was not privy to most of my life. And some of these tools and techniques and practices have absolutely reshaped how I show up. It's allowed me and many of my clients to live more wholly, holistically, and to feel good about themselves. So I've got coming up very soon. I've got 3 guests already lined up, and I'm going to keep that a secret. But it will be people who focus on wholehearted living, on these practical applications of these universal principles. And I am very excited to share them with our audience. I think it's going to be so much fun.
It will be. And of course, Lauren, she is our spiritual and emotional wellness host. So this will be really an amazing journey with you. And I know that so often those are the pieces that kind of get lost in the world of caregiving. So it's something that I'm really looking forward to learning more. And Kate, there's no doubt that financial costs of caregiving is huge. Tell me a little bit about your plan for the show.
Yes, I want to tell you first what you're not going to get on my show. You're not going to get financial planning as usual. You're not going to get the usual, financial planning. The Wall Street plan is all about building the largest nest egg possible, and you've got the 4% rule, and you can live off of that. That's plan A. But like I said, our audience is sometimes people that plan A is gone, and now we're creating plan B, C, D. And so I'm going to be bringing on a lot of financial professionals, but we are going to be talking about some creative solutions, out of the box solutions, how to use your home as equity, how to maybe get more money, more monthly income out of that nest egg that may even perhaps be shrinking, how to get some guarantees, because Lord knows there's a lot of risk in the stock market, and you don't really need extra stress when you are
Right.
caregiving. So we're going to be talking about some out of the box or creative or maybe solutions you don't hear about every day. I'm also, because like I said, my show, my part of the show is about purpose and prosperity. So we're also going to be looking more holistically at at our work and our lives and our money and our purpose. And I'm going to be inviting on some friends. They may not be authors or experts, but they have extraordinary stories about how they have gotten creative with their own lives, perhaps as caregivers, perhaps as 50-ish, women who are rediscovering themselves in the midst, while they're raising kids and helping out their parents. And so you can expect inspiration as well as some great information.
Well, and it's so interesting, Kate, what you're saying, because statistics show there are more older adults after middle age ever before in history starting new careers, starting new businesses. There is this amazing surge of, I worked for the corporation for 25, 30 years. I was vested, I got a pension, but you know what? It never gave me fulfillment. And I've always had a dream to buy a charter boat and move to Mexico and take people for fishing trips, right? There's all kinds of things that people are doing. I just read today on LinkedIn, a woman that is a consultant, and she was talking to a client, and he says, well, I've got a cash flow situation because I need to sell my Porsche. And she'd always had a dream of owning a Porsche. And so through the whole story, by the end of it, she negotiated getting that Porsche as part of her sale, her purchase price to be a consultant for that organization, because she thought outside the box, and she has the car of her dreams.
I love it.
Isn't that an amazing story?
It is. I also love people turning their passions into cash flow. And sometimes we can do this, like when maybe the whole corporate job and full-time work outside of the home isn't working. When we get creative, we can create these multiple streams of income, and sometimes using the talents and the skills that we have.
Yes. And, as far as that, believing that you're worthy of it, right?
Absolutely. And being that, I love thinking outside the box, because that's something that I do, and I work with a lot of clients who do. I mean, I live half my life abroad now. 6 months of the year I'm living in Thailand, and that comes down to a spiritual practice of defining your values, of defining what's meaningful, valuable and important, and sometimes saying no to those things that are, maybe everybody else thinks it's valuable, but you could say no.
Yeah.
And live a different life.
And, with this, I see so much potential in women today. They have more choices than we had as boomers, and in my age group did. And I'm watching this new generation really make better and wiser decisions for their lives. And I'm also seeing them be more tech savvy. They're more discerning of providers. They ask better questions than what I think my generation did as a whole. And
also we cooperate, right?
Yes.
There's this sense of sisterhood, collaboration, cooperation. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yes.
And so, again, we hope that you will join all of us on Vivitude. But in the meantime, Lauren, I want to have you give your website out for people that are interested in contacting you.
All right. It's laurenarcher.live, and I have a free 7-day energy reset that gives some of these principles in just 5 minutes a day. So I hope you'll join me.
Kate, what is your website?
TotalWealthCoaching.com, and you will find an ebook, a 22-page guide on there, Breakthrough to Abundance, the 4 reasons you're stressing over money and how to break the cycle forever.
And thank you both for being on Answers for Elders this week. And again, catch us on Facebook, Vivatude. Did you know that you can discover hundreds of podcasts in our library on senior care? So visit our website and discover our decision guides that will help you also navigate decision making. Find us at answersforelders.com.